Hi guys, it's SimLicy here, so welcome to another part of my Renovating base game series, which is a brand new series that I started about a week ago. If you guys have not seen the other parts, I will have the playlist linked in the end card so you guys can find it really easily. This one is the third part. I actually renovated 2 homes in Willow Creek for the previous 2 parts, so I thought I would come to Oasis Springs and renovate one of these starter houses in this more like desert neighborhood, I'm gonna call it. And yeah, I didn't keep this a starter house because there's already like 2 other starter houses in this neighborhood. I really didn't think it was necessary, and honestly, I don't think I would have liked this house as much if I would have kept it a starter house. But I mean, that's kind of a given because starter houses, especially base game ones, are pretty sad. Not very well decorated. I think I did a pretty good job of the one in Willow Creek. That was the first one that I renovated. But this one, I just don't think it was going to feel the way I wanted to if I would have kept it a starter house. So yeah, hopefully you guys don't mind. I'm really wanting to stick to, like, for the most part, keeping like the original themes, original styles to these base game homes, and also keeping them more in like an EA style of decorating where there's not like a lot of clutter. It's very simply decorated, but it still looks fully decorated. That's what I'm trying to go for. So maybe a little bit more decorations than EA probably would add to their builds, but yeah, I don't know. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's definitely a challenge, but this one I just really kind of wanted to go all out with. So it kind of is going against what I wanted to do, but I'm just so pleased with it. I think it's so pretty and so inviting. It looks so fun to play in now. And yeah, I really love it. I changed a lot about, mostly the decorating. I thought the layout was actually really nice. I thought about changing it up a little bit. I did make the house a little bit smaller so I could include a backyard, and I moved the house forward just slightly. So I put a porch back there. I also put a little yard space, which I thought was pretty nice, and it just feels like completely renovated. It reminds me of one of those shows that you would watch, like Fixer Upper or something, where they take this completely rundown home and then they modernize it completely and like repaint the exterior, maybe redo some of like the roofs or like the porches or something, you know, completely just change up the home. And so yeah, it felt like that to me, and so hopefully you guys like it. I thought it was so much fun. I'm also using a new version of this flooring that we got in a recent update. This flooring is really beautiful, but for the longest time we had, I think, just one swatch for it. So now we have several swatches, and this is one of the new ones, and I thought it fit perfectly in this home. Another thing that I switch up is all of the windows. I liked the original windows, but they kind of weren't really working for what I wanted to do, I think. So I just changed them to this one because I wanted to switch up the front door. The other one just felt so big and bulky, and it made the house feel like you were walking into like a dungeon or something. I didn't really like it. And so since I changed the front door, I didn't have another one that I wanted to use in like the medium wall height. So I made the house a lot shorter, and I think that helps. It makes it feel more like fully decorated because there's not so much wall space, because it's still very simply decorated. Like I said, with these builds, I'm trying to continue with that whole feel that like an original EA build has, where you like first load up the game. There's not a lot of decorations. There's not like a lot of clutter and stuff. So it's a very just simply decorated. So I hope that these builds will be usable for a lot of different players. If you guys have maybe a lower end computer or struggle maybe loading up some of my more like heavily decorated builds, hopefully these ones will work better for you guys. And oh, something I should probably mention, if you guys like my more heavily decorated builds, I just released the second version of my save file, which I'm so relieved to finally have out. I know a lot of you guys have been eagerly waiting for it. I get questions about it all the time, and it's something I'm constantly working on. And I just figured, you know, it's never gonna be finished, at least not in a decent amount of time, so I might as well share it now, because I felt like it was at a good place where I've added lots of new builds, but it really wasn't as much as I wanted to do, because I wanted to go through and do more like world decorating with the tool mod, and I really want to give the Sims backstories, because I have ideas for like every Sim, but that's a very time-consuming process. So hopefully I will get to it eventually. But thank you guys for being so patient, and if you downloaded it, I hope you guys are enjoying it. But yeah, like I mentioned about console players, all of my builds are on the gallery. So unfortunately, you can't download a save and put it in your game that way, but you can go to the gallery and download the builds and build up your save file that way, or my save file that way. And I do plan on doing more of like an overview of my world so you guys can see where everything is placed if you are on console. So I'm just trying to figure out how to do that properly. So yeah, hopefully I'll get it out fairly soon. But anyways, here I'm just working out like some of the wallpapers and making sure everything is placed where I want it to be and adding some decorations. I really loved this layout. It is something that I'm so happy that I kept the same, because even the original one just felt so open and modern. Like the kitchen was closed off a little bit more than I have it, so it felt a little bit darker because of that. But really, it just removing that wall, which is another thing they would do on one of those shows, so it felt so fun. But anyways, I just removed that wall and it opened it up so much, and like I switched up some of the furniture, it just felt so much more brighter, especially with those sliding glass doors looking out over the river. I'm just like, oh, that feels so nice. So I really got carried away with this one, and so hopefully you guys aren't too bothered that it's not a starter anymore. But honestly, if you wanted to make it a starter, you could delete some of the furniture and then add it back later if you can't afford it now, or you know, remove some of the windows or some of like the most expensive stuff. All of the landscaping should be free, because I think I used all live edit objects plants with the landscaping, because I typically do that. It's just the best way to go because it's the cheapest. Yeah, I just had so much fun with this one. And over here is going to be the parents' bedroom. So in here, I kind of went for like, I guess, a green color scheme like I did for the rest of the build, but this one has like the green walls. I do end up changing the wall color, by the way, throughout the main living area, because right now I have this one with this white trim, and I felt like it was a bit too, I don't know, it didn't really flow with the bedrooms. And so I picked the same wallpaper that's in the bedrooms, just in a like cream color, or like a light brown color. So you'll see that at the very end of the video. But over here is going to be a kid's room. I really love this room, even though it's not like crazy, like full of a bunch of decorations. It still feels fully decorated, and I think it looks so cute with the posters and then the ladybug rug and the bunk beds. It felt super fun, so I could easily see a family moving in here and really enjoying themselves, actually. But here in the back, I do have a little grass area, and I try to kind of frame it in with a few plants and stuff. I was really struggling actually with the landscaping, because I don't know how to decorate for a desert. I'm like, you put a few cactuses around, maybe 1 or 2 trees. I did add a few palm trees, which I think helped a lot. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I think it's so cute. I just absolutely love it. So hopefully you guys do like it too. I know a lot of you guys are wanting to see the Spencer Kim Lewis family house renovation. I loaded it up. Why does their house look like a school? I don't know what to do with it. So that one's gonna take me a little bit of a time, but I did ask you guys in my community tab, what would you rather see me change it to a traditional style home, keep the modern style, or just fix it and you don't really care which side I go for. Most of you guys want to see it staying a modern house, so that's what I'm going to attempt, but I don't know what to do with it right now. So hopefully I will get to it fairly soon. But if you guys have any other ones that you want to see first, I do plan on getting to all of the base game homes. So all of them will be done eventually. But if you have any that you want to see sooner than later, please let me know in the comments. But yeah, I will definitely be getting to that one. But it looks like a school. I don't even know how to start with it. And it's so big. It's 3 stories. There's so many bedrooms. I'm a bit overwhelmed, so we will see what happens. But anyways, yeah, here I'm just decorating the little back area, and I added a bunch of cactuses and different sort of plants that I thought looked nice, and I just absolutely adore it. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this one too, and hopefully you guys are looking forward to future ones. But thank you guys so much for watching, and please leave any comments or suggestions you have, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!
Could hear my father's voice, he would tell me to move on. He would say I'll be just fine. Yeah, he would tell me we have time, time to laugh and time to heal. Our favorite song is on repeat, drinking wine until the dawn, knowing soon we'll be back home. Ooh. smile.